My first name is Chino, last name Ramos. I teach at Princeton and Mount Laurel.
Cool. So Chino, I've known you for a couple of years now, and I've gotten such a great vibe from you. You're so passionate. You're such a leader in your fitness community. What is it about fitness that floats your boat? What really fills your cup with fitness?
With fitness, for me, I feel like it's giving back because I remember a time when I really wasn't fit. I weighed close to 300 pounds. And I remember how it feels to then walk into a gym or CrossFit gym and just feel lost and disconnected and not really knowing what you were doing with yourself. And I feel like for me, it's a way to give back because if it wasn't for someone in the fitness community filling into me and believing in me when I didn't even believe in myself, I remember there was workouts where I was like, I can't do this, something like a wall ball. And I remember there was a trainer at the time who just whispered in my ear, you got this, believe in yourself. And I feel like that's my way of giving back to people who could use that kind of fulfillment and also that push.
What an incredible story. So you were a member and then you turned performer.
Yes.
So when you experienced that amount of weight loss, I mean, oh my gosh, I'm having so many questions for you. So why did you start going to the gym anyway?
So
Let's start there.
I started in fitness with CrossFit before I became a member of Lifetime. But why I started was because came at a time in my life where I was had fallen into depression because I was just struggling with life situations and my being true to myself. And I had fallen into this rut where I was just eating my feelings away. And what called me to the gym was the fact that one day I remember coming up the steps with my kids who were very young at the time. They're now in college. And just being out of breath and like feeling like my heart was gonna come out of my chest just from picking them up the stairs or in groceries and stuff. And I remember that was the time where I said I have to change something.
Wow, that's incredible. So when you started meeting those fitness goals, I mean, and when you started continuing to go work out, what did that feel like?
It felt very empowering. I also started feeling like I was true to myself. I was able to find myself. I was able to have the courage. So I was able to come out. I was able to live my true self to my friends and family. And that depression kind of went away. I was feeling good about life. And as a result, I wanted to continue to do more and keep crushing at those goals, not stay stagnant.
That's so incredible. So now that you are a fitness performer, how long have you been a fitness performer with Lifetime?
About a year and maybe 3 or 4 months.
Year and 3 or 4 months. So what was the first format that you started teaching for us?
The first format was Shred. And I really liked it. And it's actually one of my favorite, that and Amp, because a lot of new members tend to go to that class and a lot of different fitness levels from beginner to more advanced, and you could cater that workout and give them options. So that was the first format. I started teaching that and aqua classes in the pool.
So what is it about being a performer now that you're on this side of fitness versus only, I know you participate in classes as well, but now that you're on the performer side, what is it that motivates you, uplifts you, inspires you before, during, and after your classes?
It's about having a bad day and leaving it all at the door once you go into that cycle studio or group fitness studio and having members who come up to you and say, oh my God, this was the highlight of my day. This was the best part of my day. I was feeling down. People feeling like we're pushing each other, being that community with each other. That's what kind of makes me so excited every day when I teach.
What's the thought process that you go through when you put I know you're obsessed with music. I see everything that you're doing on Instagram, and you and I talk a lot about things to do with our classes anyway. But when you're putting your playlists together, when you're putting your classes together, the preparation before your classes, what's going through your mind?
What's going through my mind is the feeling that I'm trying to get the member to feel. In addition to the moves or the exercise, sometimes I try to pair whatever exercise or move we're doing to the music, but it's all about the emotionals and emotions that I'm trying to get the members to feel, and how will I get them to feel empowered and feel like very positive and leave like they came out of there like on fire.
So give us a tip when you're trying to tap into that, getting members feeling empowered, that moment alone. Give us a tip. How do we do that?
We should try to look for music and motivational messages with, of course, beats per minute that kind of get you pumped, but also find that song, kind of maybe that remix on SoundCloud. I find that sometimes when I go to SoundCloud and I'll put on a song that maybe not be a little slow, but I find a remix that makes it a little fast and upbeat, with a good message, and try to create the class. When I create a playlist, I try to create it almost like in college, how we have the body, the intro, the body, the conclusion. I try to do that with my music, have a song that maybe will help us warm up and get with a particular, maybe I want a message that I want to deliver at the end during the cool down. Start right with that theme right from the beginning of class, and have different type of songs that will continue to focus on that and get them pushed throughout the class, and then end on that same note, maybe with a slower song. So really, I try to create a story in my playlist.
I love that. Oh my gosh, I would love to spend an entire conversation about that alone. So that story from beginning to end, what kind of journey does that bring you on as the performer? When you're telling that story, watching the members connect to the story that you've put together, what's that feeling like for you?
It really feels for me like my time was well used, and like my purpose is being filled, because I do have a regular career, which is just, I consider it just a job. Whereas this in Lifetime, I feel like and when I'm doing group fitness or cycle, I feel like I'm able to really, my passion, my heart, like I'm pouring out my whole heart and the people are receiving it. And just seeing the smiles, or even sometimes, if it's a rock song and we're in barbell and we're trying to do a nice heavy chest set, and members cursing at me, through the rock song, I feel like, yes, we served our purpose.
So cool. So why Lifetime? Why do you work for Lifetime?
Of course, Lifetime for me is just, it really is a one-stop shop, not just for the members, but also for performers. I feel that the different formats and opportunities that it provides us as performers to kind of grow in the industry, trainings. I recently took my Lifetime Academy AFA training, and I'm going to sit for the test. I just feel like there's just opportunities for us to grow and possibly even turn it into a career.
Absolutely. That's so cool. So, so what's next for you on your fitness journey? You're talking about the path that you're on with Lifetime. What's next on your mind?
For me, in terms of fitness, I really want to continue to build up my AMP army at Princeton. We're a brand new club. And it's just been, for me, very humbling to go from like grand opening to now, the different AMP classes that I've taught, and see it grow little by little. And I want to continue to grow that with them and have experiences with them.
So cool. So anything else that you want to add for performers who are watching today to know about your fitness story, your fitness journey, and why you're thankful to be here with us today?
Just to know that I'm thankful to be with all of you, because I feel like we push each other and we help each other grow, whether it's on the grid, whether it's teaching classes together, where it's taking each other's classes. There's a lot of performers who have grown into be family members, people that we can lean on in hard times. And for that, I think it's always important for us as performers to always never forget where we came from, where we're trying to go, and just build each other up.
Have you ever had a moment in your life where you, this question is just totally coming very random to me, but have you ever had a moment in your life where you're like, you know what, I think I've learned everything I can about this, but then right when you think, I think I've learned everything I can about this specific topic, then you just find out something more that just blows your mind, and you just can evolve into a completely different direction. Have you experienced anything like that in your fitness career? I know you've been with us for a short amount of time, but within this time, have you had moments like that?
Every day. I feel like that's what keeps us open to grow, and that's what makes us be just not just instructors. So there's a difference from instructing and performing, and I think the difference with us as performers is that when we see those opportunities, we seize them and we take them to grow. So it could be something, for instance, I remember saying, oh my God, we could never mash up certain formats, or I could never do Zumba because I'm not, I dance, but I can't dance, to a Zumba beat. And, just always never caving in and never saying no to something, just being open to those experiences.
That's so cool.
So we're having a Zumba. I say that to say I lost my train of thought, but we're having an AMP to Zumba event in Princeton in December. And I would have never thought that, it lends itself as a format, but I would never thought that I would be one of the performers joining forces with Zumba just because, you see me dance Zumba, it's quite funny.
That sounds amazing. When is that?
The first Friday in December, the first Thursday in December.
And at which club?
Princeton.
At Princeton. Oh my God, that sounds so cool. Well, Chino, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I wanted to get to know more about your Peformer story, and I'm so inspired by you. So thank you so much for being a part of our fitness community. Is there anything else that you'd like to add? I know I've already asked you, but I'll give you another shot here.
No, just happy Thanksgiving to everybody who's watching this, and take time for yourself on this holiday and to spend time with your loved ones. It's really good to, we're always pouring out, so we have to take time to pour in. So that way we're ready to go when, the members come back and stuff.
Because they can feel that vibe, right? When we fill our cup, we can fill their cup.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, Chino, thank you so much for spending time with me today. And guys, thanks for watching this episode of Why We're Thankful to Be with Lifetime. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot, Chino. See ya.
Later.